Hi everyone, it's Kristen Redmond, and today we're going to go over those planetary aspects that are surrounding us and affecting us for this week, October 10th through the 16th. And this week, the major planetary player that we got going on that is going to be affecting a lot of other things for us is Uranus, the coldest planet in the solar system. And Uranus is quite a planet, I tell you what, and it's so vital for every one of us. But in terms of what it is in the solar system, Uranus is such an unpredictable little bugger of a planet. It goes backwards when it should go forwards. It spins on its belly when it should be spinning on its axis like the rest of the planetary well-behaved buddies out there. Um, Uranus is kind of known as the rebel, okay? And it takes on that same form in astrology for us as well. Where Uranus lands in your birth chart is going to indicate where you seek freedom the most, where you tend to rebel the most. Uh, it's going to indicate where you need your highest level of independence and where you need to just be able to be you and be free to make your own decisions and do what it is you need to do. Um, it kind of also represents where we tend to be a little bit unconventional too, and where we can expect unexpected and interesting changes in our lifetime. That's where Uranus in our birth chart will, uh, what it indicates for us. But with that, Uranus is a planet of unexpected things. It brings us really interesting things out of the blue, and a lot of times those things end up being better for us because it pushes us outside of ourselves and into areas where new and wonderful opportunities can come in, right? But it's always in an unexpected way, what Uranus does. Very unexpected things it brings. So this week, Uranus is out there, right? And it's creating some interesting changes. Okay, it's going to be in complete opposition with the sun, the Libra Sun, and this only happens one time a year when this occurs. Uranus is going to be closest to the Earth this weekend on Saturday, on the 15th. Now, what that means, Uranus being the closest to the Earth, is that means it's going to kind of bring its little rebellious, unexpected energies closest to us, more so this weekend than we have seen all year. And where these changes are going to affect us most are with our one-on-one relationships, okay, because that's what Libra rules and that's where the sun is going to be at. So I think a lot of people this week are going to be experiencing some really unexpected shifts in those relationships. I think not only that, but it's just going to usher in a period of new changes, okay? Whether you're looking to improve a relationship or you may have an unexpected relationship that kind of lands on your doorstep, Uranus is bringing those things through because it is sensing your need for change and your need for freedom and your need for liberation from some binding chains that have kind of held you back in these relationships. This can, of course, be marriage. It can be very close friendships, best friends. Uh, it can be client therapist. It can be doctor patient. It can be hidden enemies, actually, too. You may find that with this energy this weekend, all of a sudden some unexpected enemies are going to pop up out of nowhere. That's just kind of the energy that Libra in the seventh house brings. And with Uranus and its unexpected energies, that's what we're going to be looking out for this weekend, okay? Um, so not only that, okay, but also keep an eye out or your mind open to just unexpected thoughts and ideas that come through too in this transit, okay? Because Uranus is the planet of just unexpected, brilliant thoughts, okay? And when Uranus is making a connection with the sun kind of shines a light on all these areas of our life that tend to be a little bit dark at times. So keep an eye out for those really sharp thoughts and repetitive thoughts that come through this weekend, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of information behind that as well, and guidance from the angels trying to help you mix things up, change things up, free yourself from things that have been kind of holding you back and keeping you from what you're supposed to be doing. So now this energy just basically tells us, just, you know what, adapt to this situation. I know I'm bringing some unexpected things your way, but just adapt to it. Go with the flow. I know that's kind of been a theme that we've seen over the past month. but it really is the only way to keep yourself from going insane in these crazy unexpected things that happen in life. Just know that God and the angels have your best interest at heart, and they know it's scary for you. Okay, if you're encountering these things, just know that you're being watched and that they're bringing you to something great, not some horrible, horrific explosion where your life blows up and dies. It's something wonderful that comes in the end. So, now another thing for the rest of us too to keep in mind with the Sun and Uranus and stuff that's going on is that Uranus also rules politics, the economy, and science, as well as technology too. Okay, so this also happens to be the time frame when we're going through these presidential debates and we're getting so close to the election time. Now, obviously, the candidates that we have are very, very Uranus-like, right? You got Donald Trump, who is a businessman, and he's just very Uranus-like in himself, okay? And you also have a female president, too, which would be very, very unexpected and very different to what we've had, right? Very Uranus type candidates we have. And now, where everybody kind of has their own polarizing views on both of these candidates, no matter what it is, the universe says that it's time for change, time for new things to come in the political realm for us here in the U.S., and it will. I know it seems really crazy and weird, but whoever we choose is going to initiate some wonderful changes that us as a whole, as us as a relationship with one another in the United States is going to face. It's going to bring some wonderful things and a catalyst for wonderful changes in the upcoming next 4 years. Now, the thing is, with what's happening this weekend, especially since we have a full moon happening, I feel that there's going to be an unexpected wrench kind of thrown into the works, whether it's like Mike Pence backs out on Donald Trump or something like that. Something really strange is going to be happening when it comes to just the political race in general before we hit November 4th when that happens. And like I just said, we got the full moon coming up, right? And the full moon, by golly, brings some just crazy energy in itself, doesn't it? Every month. It brings higher emotions out of all of us, and hidden things tend to come to light, okay? Because when you think of the full moon, you got the sun and the moon, and they're in total opposition of one another. And that's why the moon is fully illuminated with the rays of the sun. The moon is going to be in Aries, and the sun, of course, is in Libra. So when we have the full moon, it kind of creates like an opposition in itself, right? You got Aries, which represents the self, the individual, and it's in opposition with Libra, which represents us in relationship. It represents others. So it becomes a matter of higher emotions that are involved with us versus others, and especially in our relationships. There's going to be a lot of that, especially for the fact that we're going to have this alignment with Uranus at that same exact time. So I think there's going to be a lot of high emotions with unexpected changes that happen this week with relationships, especially towards the weekend, which is kind of odd timing since it's Sweetest Day and all. But I definitely see that there are going to be some unexpected changes, maybe some hidden things that come to light in those areas, and just kind of keep paying attention to that. Really, that's kind of the energy of the week, and I don't want to keep on repeating it because it seems to be a common theme in the world of astrology and in the universe. Is a lot of changes that come into our lives because of that, but wonderful things that come as a result. So let's kind of carry that energy through, do a reading with the cards, and see exactly who is working with us this week through this change. So what I'm doing now is I have my little box of archangel stones that I use. Sometimes I use my bigger box of stones to kind of get a little bit deeper of a meaning, but I feel this week we're just going to go with one archangel in my little teeny tiny box of stones. So let's see who's around us this week. For that. Right to it. Okay. Oh, look at that. We got Archangel Raphael. This is an emerald, a raw emerald. And Archangel Raphael, he is one of the main archangels that we have in our arsenal of buddies that keep us safe and protected. And he radiates the color green, okay? He is the archangel that heals us. He heals us physically, If we are injured, if we are sick, he is the angel that you call on. So there may be people experiencing unexpected health issues that happen this week and over the weekend. He is the angel that will help kind of guide you through that and help heal you. He helps heal emotional wounds, okay? He also is the angel for relationships, healing of relationships too. So I can see where he would come through at this time to bring some of his healing green rays and finances as well. He also heals with that. Very Venus related he is, and Venus is focused on love and money, and he brings the health and balance to that. So Archangel Raphael, I can see why you are around. Tell us what in the world we need to look out for and what you want us to know this week. I'm going to go with 6, okay? I feel like that is a number of harmony and balance, and that is what I feel he'd be talking about right now. So let's see here. Yes, green is a very healing color to surround yourself with if you're feeling low, if you're feeling very under the weather, if you're feeling sick. Definitely put some green around you. One more here, Raphael. What you got to tell us here? Okay. This is interesting, okay? How many times in a row we have gotten this Queen of Earth card, and I almost want to shuffle it one more time. Everybody keep that in mind, okay? This is the 3rd time in the past month we've gotten this Queen of Earth card. I'm going to maybe just pull the one next to it. We're going to pull the one next to it just to go with it, because I just think it's very interesting. The main gist of this card is just to take care of yourself, okay? Think of yourself first before others, because you got to take care of your own self before you can really take care of other things. So we'll keep that in mind. But I think with the gist of that, wow, that's like shining right in my eyeball here. Whoa, fully illuminated. What I really feel the Archangel is getting through to us actually is the Strength card, okay? That when we take care of ourselves, that's how we build the inner strength to really be able to take care of others. And not only that, this week is telling us there's going to be some unexpected random malarkey that's happening, okay? This is a card of forgiving ourselves and forgiving others, to really be compassionate with how we handle these situations. A lot of it's self-forgiveness, though. I keep feeling that big time. Taking care of the self, forgiving the self, to heal the self so you can move along in the path. It's about releasing harsh judgments. But in general, just the Strength card in itself really indicates that, to really be able to let go of those harsh judgments that we have for ourselves so we can move forward into the future, and that we have amazing strength behind us. Sorry, I'm looking at it from kind of a personal aspect too, because there's a rainbow in this one. And this Sunday, when we have this full moon, a very, very close friend of mine who is like a mom, this has been 2 years now that she passed away, and it will be her birthday. It would have been her 62nd birthday this Sunday. And she was such an amazing woman that had to forgive a lot of people that had hurt her, very, very close people in her lifetime. And her favorite color was green too. So every time I see a rainbow, I think of when she passed away 2 years ago. We repeatedly saw rainbows. Rainbows are that sign that the storm is over, and that things are going to work out for us. And I see that, and I feel like Deb is coming through and saying, this week I may bring some really strange things, but there's a rainbow that comes in the end. So let's see what else we've got with that, eh? I'm going to do this 3 times. See what chakra and what other information they're telling us with that. Isn't this interesting? Okay. This Instinct card, okay? It's got a full moon right there in the background, okay? I love when I pull this card at the time of the full moon. Following your internal guidance, right? That's all we have to do in this life on the path, right? Forgiving ourselves, believing in ourselves, having that great inner strength to do what we need, and to follow our instincts. Because no matter what, God always surrounds us with these angels, like Raphael. We all have 5 spirit guides, always, right, that follow us. guardian angels. We have all of this arsenal of invisible support around us that we don't really utilize, okay, unless we ask them for that help. Archangel Uriel, the angel that helps us manifest anything we want. We're on this path and we feel like we're so alone, but we're not. We always have guidance with us along this path. The full moon this weekend reminds us of the blessings that are always around us and surrounding us as long as we ask for it, right? We have to always believe in ourselves, have that strength that we really can do what we need, and that we're getting the right messages when they come through. Just open yourself up to it. When the moon is at its fullest, that's when the veil is at its thinnest too, between us and this world. The next, okay? Listen to them. They're surrounding us. They really are. This is a card of the crown chakra, the very top of the head, where that wisdom and information comes in. We can all access it. So if you feel there's a block, ask for the healing angel Raphael to come in, right? Clearing out all of these chakras, not just that top crown chakra, but every single one of them. We got the root chakra at the base of the spine that roots us in this earth. We've got the sacral chakra between the belly button and that chakra that represents where our addictions are, where our fear is at, where our fear builds up and prevents us from moving forward. You've got your solar plexus chakra right there at the belly button. That's where our strength comes in. That's where our inner confidence lives, okay, is there. And the power that each one of us has is in that area. Above that, you have the heart chakra. Green, right? That's where the heart is. That's where the giving and receiving energy of this life comes in, and our love is there. The throat chakra, how we speak our mind, how we speak our truth. We also have the third eye, so we can see, right? We can see clearly the things that are hidden from us, and that's what the full moon represents, is bringing those hidden things to light as well. And the crown chakra, where all of that universal wisdom comes in. Ask for Raphael to come through and align these chakras, clearing them, healing them, so that way we can go along the path and hear their messages. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Blessings and light and love. Thank you.